Peggy 18.
As I open the game for the first time, I see a field of flowers, a tree, the sun having a face, and the sky having the color purple. Why does the sun have a face, and why is it smiling at me? Why is the sky purple? And why do I need to sign a paper when I click the play button? So there I was, writing my name in this paper for a certificate of admission in an institute that I did not remember enrolling in, but I could not do anything but write my name. And so, I signed it, not knowing what comes next. Upon signing the certificate, I was introduced to the first entity of this place, Bjorn the Unicorn and the founder of the Peggle Institute. It tells me that there are 10 Peggle Masters who I need to meet in this institute, and without further ado, we just jumped right in. Bjorn instructed me to hit all the orange pegs to proceed. Why only the orange pegs, I questioned, but Bjorn did not respond. All he did was look at the ball when I launched it as he was enjoying it. Proceed further in his lessons, I learned that the purple pegs give a lot of points, and enough points have been accumulated in a single shot, I get more balls. I also get additional balls if I place a ball in the bucket. But the question is, why? Why do I get more balls when I do that? I do not know. No one would tell me. The green pegs have some mysterious power built into it when you hit them. It, for some reason, activates the latent power that the Peggle Masters have. For Bjorn, it's the Super Glide, which shows you the path that the ball would take. Why does the green pegs activate their latent power? Again, I do not know. But then again, these masters are not humans. They're not even animals, they're entities. Bjorn is a unicorn which only exists in the human minds. Why is Bjorn a unicorn? I do not know. No one would tell me. After Bjorn, I met Jimmy, a rodent, a squirrel, riding what seems to be a skateboard, whose green peg power is the 2-ball handling. While killing orange pegs, I noticed the bird. Why is there a bird on the screen? And later it's this animal. And then there are mice holding something, and then the snail, which was shown at the other levels. Who are these animals? Are they also from the institute, or are they just untamed? I do not know. No one would tell me. And then there is Cat Tut, whose power is making pyramid schemes. This dude's level seems to be inspired by the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, but as you can see, these are not humans. These are entities. A humanoid dog, a humanoid cat, a normal-looking ladybug, but most importantly, a fish. A fossilized fish that is not humanoid. Why is the fish not humanoid? I do not know. For now. And then, a humanoid rat riding a canoe, and then the Eye of Horus with an apple. Those were the mural levels that were shown, which tells me that there's some sinister magic that happened here in the Peggle universe. Another instance of this magic happening is the purple waters. This could happen due to toxic contamination of the bodies of water. But in some levels, the water is clear. So that means it is merely reflecting the color of the sky. Like the purple sky is at the title screen being reflected by the water in this screen. Why is the sky purple? I do not know. Not yet. The next master is Mike Wazowski, who handles the space, which has the touch of the purple color. In his levels, I could see the other life forms that inhabit the other planets. The more I look at them, the more I see the resemblance to the other Institute Masters. Why is their eyes similar to the eyes of the alien life form? I do not know, or at least, I do not have a definite answer. What if the Peggle Masters are actually aliens? What if the aliens invaded this planet and this planet lost? What if the alien lifeforms had sex with the life of this planet and created abominations like this cat-tooth cat? And if the alien invaded this planet, what is their purpose? Again, these are just my hypotheses, but in a world without a definite answer, the hypothesis is the closest to the truth. The next Peggle Master is clawed lobster with pants and eyes resembling the alien lifeforms. Do remember that he speaks in another language, and when he translated to something that I could understand, he referred to the language as my language, as if English did not exist where he belongs, like outer space. I play as normal until I have to convince a fish to move by hitting it. Why do I need to convince the fish why Claude can do that himself? Maybe he doesn't know the fish language. Maybe it's because he is secretly an alien all along. And then I thought of something. Fish, like that fossilized fish at the Egyptian murals. What are they telling us that I don't get? Whatever that is, I do not know. Also, some lifeforms that I see on these levels don't have the same eyes as the aliens. Perhaps they are lifeforms that are spared from the alien cum. Well, some of them. And I don't think they realize they're aliens. Not even plants are safe from the influence of the alien cum. The next master is Pumpkin Rainford and his assistant, Igor. Is Igor also an alien? I do not know. But I'm pretty sure that magic exists in this world. Necromancy, foresight, cloning, pyramid schemes, psychic blast, puppeteering. Here's some of the magic that I encountered. Why can't I use those on command? Why do I need to hit the green peg to use their powers? Does the pegging masters the only ones that have that power? Who has this magic? This planet or the aliens? If it's the former, is it related on why the aliens invaded this planet? I do not know. Or at least, not yet. Tula, the sunflower, is the next master, and with her levels, I saw a side of the world where the pegs are used. It is the blades of the windmill, the flow of the water, and even to control the wheels of the natural car. It is as if the pegs are the laws of physics itself, the laws of the world. The pegs are usually placed as an outline of the background image, protecting it from outside forces from interfering and destroying what was made. And now a sunflower became sentient via alien cum. With that said, are the pegs the forces of nature? The laws of physics? The laws of the world? I do not know. But one thing that I am sure of it is that modern human technology existed at one point. The 8th pegging master is Warren the Rabbit, whose power is the gacha roll. This power lets the RNG gods decide which of the 4 buffs will I get. Triple score, extra ball, the all-powerful magic hat, and of course, any one of the other pegging masters' pegging magic. Which made me to believe that Warren's power is the source of the powers of the other masters of this institute. Warren is the key in understanding this power. Warren is one of the... or at least, he was before the alien invasion. The theory that I came up, that I believe to be the closest to the truth, is that Warren knew that there will be a war between the alien lifeforms and this planet. So Warren shared his power to the pegging masters of this institute to combat this upcoming prophesied calamity in the near future. They ultimately lost, and the institute masters got possessed or got replaced by an alien imposter. Why would the aliens attack this planet? It's because of the Peggle Institute, which I believe to be the leading institute for understanding pegs, the laws of this world. And if the alien lifeform understands and can manipulate these pegs, they can defy or even change the laws of the world. Moving on, Lord Cinnamon is the next pegging master and also the master of the Order of the Flame. This dragon teaches me the fiercest of the pegging magic power, which tells me that the powers that I have been using is the loss of the world. Maybe due to the Pegging Institute, the denizens of this planet harnessed and used the power of the pegs without needing the green pegs. But since the aliens do not know how to freely harness these powers, they needed the green pegs so that they themselves can use it for a limited time and use. The final pegging master is Hu the Owl with the power of clairvoyance, where his levels shows you that there are pegging gods out there. Because of his foresight of the future, I believe that the levels of Hu are a glimpse of the imminent future that will happen. The first level shows the battle between the aliens and the pegging gods. Notice that the outer space on this level is not colored purple, signifying that this space has no alien lifeform influence. The second level shows the separation of the power of the pegging gods, where the ball symbolizes the power of the alien lifeform bowling through the forces of the pegging gods. The third level is isolation, where the pegging gods hide and let the alien lifeform rule the majority of the world. The fourth level is the calm before the storm, where the alien lifeform thinks that they ruled all of the remaining pegging gods and the war would be over, not knowing that their loss of the world would always come back. The final owl level shows the return of the pegging gods, and upon their return, they would return the loss of the world to its original state. And that is all the masters of the Pegging Institute. Upon understanding the magic that this planet has and finishing the undergraduate program, I am now instructed to do one thing as the final exam. I must wage war against the pegging gods. As the last orange peg has been hit, the ode to joy plays as the pegging gods loose. Since the remaining orange pegs have been eliminated, any other pegs will die in a blink of an eye. And after that, I did it. I destroyed the pegging gods and been awarded by a moving certificate. That is the story on how I became the destroyer of the loss of the world. After all that, there is but one question that lingers in my mind. Why a ball? Most likely because that's a reference to Steel Ball Run,